And then it must have been lab mice. No, so we need to be close to the nerve cells in order to show these cells. And these cells have afterwards been shown in humans. But of course, those humans, they have to sit in their bed because that is patients with epileptic seizures. And they are connected to a lot of equipment when they do the tests. And they sit there with a small laptop. And the grid cells are not so beautiful. So in order to see these and to discover them, I think it was really essential to do this work in rats. Yeah, so we still work with animals in our lab, and we have later discovered cells that code for the speed in the animal, direction, cells that are close to these grid cells that we discovered. We have also discovered a new way to navigate. So by using vectors towards objects. So we have these object vector cells that code for both the direction towards an object and the distance. So I think we've done some, and we have also worked with time and how the episodic time is generated by the brain. So of course, especially for the work that we do, when we depend on the behavior of the animals, then we just need happy animals. But also for other work that people treat their animals in the best ways, they get the best results, even if they just study anatomy, because then they do clean surgeries, everything is done in an excellent way if you respect and love your animals. Oh, that's such an interesting question, because I started in this field, or I started my PhD in 1991, and since then to study the techniques and the methods that are available now is just something that we couldn't even dream about at that time. So if the development with methods, techniques and ideas will go as fast as it did from 91 until now, then it will be a revolution, I think, in our understanding of the brain. So it's a playground in that sense that we get so excited when we can address questions and get answers to those questions. But it's not a childish playground, because we spend so much time on deciding what questions are worth following up and how to address them. So I think it's extremely important for all of us to think about our behavior every single day. I think that is what my children say too. Please, Mama, don't leave the field, because the field needs you, because you love the animals so much. So to be an animal lover in our field is challenging, or it might be challenging, but still it's a good motivation to do excellent science with happy animals. At least the scientists that I know, I think that's wrong. And I think you can compare science with art. You have to spend so much energy and time on your field that if you do it just to get a career, then it's better off to get a career that is easier than doing science. Again, it depends on the questions. I think more and more of the questions can be addressed in other models, but some of the questions that require behavior can't. If you want to study spatial navigation, for example, or memory, then and how the single cells are generating these behaviors, you have to know how to get these single cells, and then. But what is true is that with the new methods, you can do less and fewer and fewer animals that you need for your questions.